right, I'm Ali here with Social. We're here with Justin from Bandai Namco. How you doing, Justin? How was your weekend?
I am fabulous, man. Loving the energy that Anime NYC brings, man.
This is probably the biggest Anime NYC we've had it's this 5th year. It's a huge turnout. How do you guys prepare for something like this that has really overtaken, anime has overtaken in a lot of ways in your Comic-Con?
Yeah. So, that's one of the things, right? Anime is so much more accessible these days. It's on Netflix, on Crunchyroll, it's on Amazon for crying out loud, it's on HBO. So, you can see that so many more people have access to it and they're falling in love with it. And so we just got to be ready for that. When we put up a show, we got to be ready to deliver for the thousands and thousands of people that show up. And it takes a lot of planning. Months and months and months of planning. You can see this big old ridiculous Gundam Expo USA 2022 booth happening behind us. It's a lot of effort, a lot of energy, hundreds of people pulling together to make it happen.
So with New York Comic Con, you guys had a hit with the Studio Ghibli activation and store, and now you have Gundam. What's the process in figuring out what's going to work, especially which I'm sure these things take at least 6 months to a year to plan ahead?
Yeah, no, 100%. It all just depends on what makes most sense for each particular city and venue. For example, we're already in talks for San Diego Comic-Con next year. Wow. It's November, that show's in July. So, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. And just figuring out, what's going to work at each different location. And based on previous, conventions that we've gone to and what the numbers show. And we like to be more experiential than sales. We like people to have photo ops with Naruto right here or with the Gundam statues. Sales are important, but we want the experience to be what comes first.
With San Diego Comic-Con, do you guys have an idea of what you guys are planning for this year's San Diego Comic-Con?
Yes, I do, and I'm very excited about it.
I was talking to Dave, and he said that your giant ape Vegeta was outside, actually, on the West Coast, when we had it inside here, which was easily one of the most amazing sculpture statues we've ever had here. Are we going to see more of that? More huge, almost mixed? Because the Gundams are massive, right? And they've overtaken Anime NYC.
Yes, those are 11-foot tall statues. They're incredible. The Great Ape Vegeta. So at San Diego, the Dragon Ball experience is outside. Real estate is an issue at San Diego Comic-Con. You've been there. You know how crowded it is. But we just take over the whole Marina Terrace over by the Marriott outside. So you don't even need a ticket to go experience the Dragon Ball booth. It's awesome. And there's everything from model kits to figures, the history of Dragon Ball, all those awesome photo ops where people can ride on the flying Nimbus, which we had at New York. Yeah, so it's incredible. And that I think that it is a safe bet that you will see more exciting Dragon Ball stuff at San Diego.
What do you feel separates Bandai Namco from everyone else? Because it's pretty evident for me, at least, is you guys put a lot of passion, spirit, and talking to you and the team, it seems there's a lot of love here, and we really appreciate that, because a lot of times when we talk to other individuals, it seems it's just a job, but it doesn't seem like that's the case for you guys.
Yeah, well, we're pretty lucky. I can honestly say it's a dream job. Even my worst day at work is still a pretty awesome day. We have some very awesome IPs that everyone loves. Gundam, Dragon Ball. It's hard to complain when you're working with stuff like that, right? And so I think with our footprint being as large as it is, and then going back to the experiential, where it's more about, I took my picture with Goku, or, I got to stand next to awesome Gundam, as opposed to, I bought this thing at some show, I don't remember when it was, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what sets us apart, I think, in a lot of ways, is that it's more about the experience than the sales.
What should people look forward to with Bandai Namco, towards the end of the year and into next year?
Well, that's a really good question. Bandai loves their series, but if you're a fan of Gundam, I think that there's a lot of good stuff on the horizon.
Right. And then we're going to shift to baseball real quick.
Oh, no, I can't talk about baseball. I'm still in mourning right now.
But Mariners are looking great. Where do you see them the next year or two?
If they can break, just winning 60 games, and I'm happy, man. My God, it's hard being a Mariners fan. On the plus side, I'm non-threatening. It's okay to be a Mariners fan in any city in the world. So that's one of the exciting things. But you know, we got really close last year, and it was very exciting. The energy was there. It was palpable. Everyone's like, "Yeah, the Mariners, we're gonna do it." So I mean, I think we have another shot at playoffs. Yeah.
You guys are making some great trades.
I think we'll get a postseason out of next year.
Great, yeah. We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.